jokes they didn't quite hear. Frosted window panes and cheap champagne, a face appears. And anything could happen in these cathedrals we walk. The shadow people dance and trade their glance and walk home. Staring out the window of the Roosevelt Hotel, watching Midtown empty out and a kiss and farewell. They say we come from nothing and to nothing return, and in between is gravity and bridges left to burn.
Yo, welcome in, everybody. This is episode 72 of the Streamer's Paradise podcast. I'm Hazy. We got Clutch and Bo. What's good, boys?
What up, everybody? What up?
How we feeling?
Chilling.
Chilling.
Vibing.
Chilling. Yo, Shoppa, thank you for the resub. Stormy, thank you for the resub. Guys, thank you so much. Jitter, thank you for the bit. Listen, a lot of things happened tonight in the Discord, so we're going to talk about them a little bit right now, just to elaborate a bit, because VIP is obviously a very intense hour. So, let's just get right into it. The raid train rule change. So over the last several months, we've noticed that members getting left off the attendance. We reached out to Twitch, and they have confirmed that the follower-only and subscriber-only chat is a possible reason for that to be leaving you off of the attendance. So now that's no longer allowed. That was pretty clear, right? Pretty clear, that one? It's the fill-in changes that were kind of touchy,
Yeah.
right? So we're changing the fill-in changes to 15 minutes. So that just means that backouts are no longer 2 hours, right? So there's no more fills in that 2 hour time span. Fills are only considered 15 minutes before the train slot begins. So that just means that everything else is now a regular sign-up, right? Think of it that way. Unless you're signing up 15 minutes beforehand, you're signing up like a regular sign-up. It counts towards your regular sign-ups. It is a small window of time, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's
There's
you know what I mean?
there's a lot of members and not a lot of train slots.
Right.
So the small window of time probably won't be an issue, being there's always people around streaming who are filling the spot. Probably won't be hard. It's trying to make it more fair for other members.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's supposed to do. Hopefully, it'll give more people a chance to sign up, because it's essentially taking away the free sign up for those 2 hours. So now for that hour and 45 minutes, somebody who normally might not see the time slot like instantly, right? Now they have the opportunity to use their time slot and take it like a normal, because that's what we're thinking, right? When people back out, they wait for in that 2 hour time period. People jump on those. They have notifications on. They're waiting for people to bow out of their time slot. So when that happens, people immediately apply for the time. With this new incentive, essentially, you would, if you go to sign up for that time slot, you're going to be using a time for the week. So if you're a non-affiliate, you get 5, you get 1 a day. But if you're an affiliate, you still only get 2. So you're not going to want to burn that slot, maybe. You know what I mean? That's what it is. It's supposed to keep it down for members, and we don't want to have to. Go ahead.
An affiliate, say what affiliate with 2 slots already,
Right.
now getting a 3rd because you're available. Like that's what it's going to cut down a lot, give a lot more people a chance.
Right. It's going to cut down on those things. The Gathery, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Insane Gamer, thanks for the first time chat. Welcome, man. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad that people like it. I feel like there's been a good reaction from it so far. So what I would say about it is the only thing, I mean that's the only thing that I would really say is that it's supposed to prevent people getting more than 2 a week, right? And like in the off chance that somebody does back out 15 minutes prior to the time slot, we're gonna most of the time, it's gonna stay with the current streamer because it's less work for everybody. Right? It's less work all the way around. So 15 minutes before the train slot, something happens. Can the streamer that has it, can they stay with the train? Yes, they can. Okay, great. I am very new here, and I just wanted to say hello. Thanks for having me. Of course, we love new people. We love new people. Did you join the Discord? Is that where you come from when you say here? Streamers Paradise Discord is so big. That's incredible. Yes.
Let's go.
Yo, City, thank you. Don't crash me. Don't.
I'm ready.
That was good.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, City. My Fortnite partner for me, Munchie, and City are gonna clap some cheeks this coming tourney. We're clapping you.
Gonna get the babysitter?
Well, Cheese, she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because listen, we get focused on, bro. See, look at that shit. Gonna kick your ass, Hazy. This is what I mean. As soon as they see me, they all come at me. So, no stream for me, and I'm hiding. And whoever comes for me, off with the head.
They gotta get those clips to submit for the socials when they kill you. I gotta
sign up.
That's the goal.
So let's get back to it. A last minute back out only consists 15 minutes prior to the time slot. So that means that someone has to back out at 9:45, like before their 10 o'clock slot. It's the only way that it would be a fill. And to make it simple, it is just supposed to mean less free slots, basically, like less fills and more people that don't get slots normally. Is there Hadouken, is there any questions about it? Because I can explain it a little bit more and differently if you're curious or if I'm not explaining it right. You sign up within the 15-minute time frame, it's considered a fill. If you sign up before the 15-minute time frame, it is counted as a regular slot. And fills only happen in that 15 minutes. Right? I have to go through Chima after that.
And it's not also a guarantee that you don't get the fill. We will always ask the current streamer first, right, before anything.
And then after that, it's going to go to a staff.
Easiest, right?
Right. And then if there's a staff member around that can just get on and do it, that'll be the easiest next thing, right?
Yeah,
The first easiest thing is to just let the person that has it keep it. The second next easiest thing is to just go live yourself if you're able to. You know what I mean? And then have them raid you, take it for the hour, and then get back onto the normal track. But anything that results in like having to change back end work and schedule stuff, all that stuff, it takes energy, you know? Y'all act like me and Munch are gonna let them get me. I don't think that you guys are gonna let them get me. I don't think that. I'm just saying they're gonna be pressing. They're gonna be pressing, I know it.
I think she was talking to them, not you.
Oh. My night's going good, princess. So is there any questions about the rule change in the signups? The switching, canceling times. Perk change. If there's no questions, then everybody gets it. Everything's good. Yo, Caboose, congratulations on VIP. How does it feel, sir? I fucking was so excited to see that he won. I really was. I was excited. I knew he was going to be excited about it. I was really happy to see it.
Because you know him since before this already.
I've known him for years and years and years. And
he just started coming around now, you know?
Well, he's been around in my stream.
He's been around for a little while.
Yeah, he's been around in the
Yeah,
stream.
yeah.
But just not really hopping in the Discord too often. And then, so it's been a while now. But, like, it wasn't immediately. No, it wasn't immediately. It took a while before he started to get in there and really give it a chance to see what it actually is. I had a conversation with him about it the other day. He was telling me, you know, SP is awesome. It really is a special place. And I said, I'm so happy you said that because it takes some time to see it. You know, like you don't just look in there and see it. You got to get in there and actually feel it and, you know, become a part of it. That's how you know, like, and everybody's welcome though. That's the thing, right? Everybody's welcome to it. Nobody's pushed away, and there's no gatekeeper, right? All you got to do is be around, right? That's it. Just got to be around. Just got to talk to us. Just got to reach out. If you want to, I mean, there's so many people that I talk to all the time, and they say constantly, I can't believe that you are so available. Trust me, I can't believe it either, but I am. I'm here. Yo, thank you guys for the level 2. I fucking love you.
I was gonna say it's so like all you have to do is literally like hop into Gen Chat, write hi, and you will make it to level 3.
You will.
No problem.
Just by saying hi in Gen Chat. That's what I'm saying. It's like you can get to level 3 just by saying hi because there's enough people in there to talk to you.
It is an amazing place.
Just getting to know the people too. Like all the people here are amazing. The supporters.
I actually hung out in Gen Chat and I can't believe it. Who was it? They thought I was a bot. Dave? Was it Dave? Not Dave. Somebody said they thought like I was an actual bot in the Discord. Because I never spoke.
I remember that. Somebody, I think it was Average Dave.
Dave, yeah, I think it was Average Dave. It was pretty funny.
What were you saying, Clutch?
No, I was just saying, like, the people overall in here, like, this is what you really got to get to know. You get to build relationships here, and everybody here that sticks around from week to week basis are all awesome, you know? It's a great family we built here.
I was shocked to see you post pics the other day. Yo, he's yeah. This is the regularity we get from him.
Yeah, it's sporadic. Like I started streaming and like I'll go on like a binge for like a month and then I'll disappear again.
Yeah, there's a lot of great people here. There's been so many great people in and out of this place on the staff team, all of that stuff, man. We really do have an incredible community. I wish that staff work was easier, and I wish that we could keep like the workload down, but it's not really possible. The only way to really fix that is to make this place blow the fuck up so that way we can start paying people to work here. I just joined last week and hopped into Gen Chat to say hello, and there was several who welcomed me, and it was so nice to meet and talk to others right away. That's awesome, Stormy. I'm really glad that you felt that way. As soon as you hopped in, that's what it's all about. It's about that energy. It's important to us for people to know that they are welcome and wanted. We genuinely want new people to come in and say hello and get involved with what we do. We've been doing this for almost 3 years. It's really close to 3 years. In January, it'll be 3 years. And we've been doing the podcast for almost 2. This is our 72nd episode. I mean, we've been around 100 viewers for the last 2 years too now, right? Like we
steady.
We keep around 100 people. Ragnarok, oi, what's good, guy? We got to get him on here. We got to get Ragnarok on here. We got to talk about these aliens, man, because this shit is crazy.
Yeah, I'll talk to him about Mortal Kombat.
I want another alien story, to be honest.
Well, no, I mean, I want to talk about the aliens that they discovered in Mexico. This shit is, I mean, in Peru.
I saw that Peru, yeah.
Yeah, in Peru, and then the Mexican government or whatever stole them. Some shit, I don't know. Something happened. But nevertheless, they're 1,000-year-old mummified remains. And
did you see the cake meme?
No.
Cake.
You ever see like all those like videos? Like, is it cake or is it real?
Yeah, they did one of
Yeah,
those.
so somebody just made it look like it was just a picture of like a cake on a slice and like the cut out of his head. It was pretty funny. I seen it and I chuckled.
Thing is that people would say, I don't know if the mummy alien is even real. They're trying to pass it off like it is. That's for sure. They want you to believe it. I mean, you would think that maybe, 20 years ago, if they did this shit, we'd all be like, whoa. Right?
Yeah.
20 years ago even, maybe 10 even, right? Maybe 10 years ago, we'd still feel
Just
this
the
way.
fact that like,
but what is different?
20 years ago, I'd say
What's different?
it'd be shocking.
What's different now? No. Not that they even said anything, because everybody has it in their mind. Like, oh, okay, yes, this is happening. They're keeping it from us. So if they were to come out and say, hey, listen, guys, this is it right here. This is what we got, right? All these if they did this 20 or 30 years ago, I feel like the response would be different than it is now. At this moment in time, I feel like nobody gives a fuck, and I feel like it's bullshit.
Honestly,
I feel like I don't know.
Why do I feel like it's bullshit? But technology has evolved, but they're mummies.
Social media.
They're not new aliens that like fucking came down here in a ship that crash landed. They're supposedly fucking 1,000-year-old mummified aliens. I don't know. I mean, that's it. 1,000 years old. So these things are
crazy.
What are they now? 1,000 years ago, they were the thing looks like
Right.
ET.
It does.
It actually does.
Literally.
What's the conspiracy theory about the alien shit right now? Do you want to join the call and tell us? Do you want to dial in?
Dial in. Can we phone a friend?
Would you like to phone a friend?
Do it. I want to hear this.
Would you like to dial in and tell us your conspiracy theory? I think it would be better received if they had live alien footage that is actually in HD and live. Nah, we can do it a pod on it. All right, we'll do a pod on it.
No, we're doing a whole pod on it. We gotta do it soon then.
We'll do it soon. Listen,
Facts.
What are we gonna do when these fucking things fly down here and start shooting shit at us because we don't listen to nothing that they've been saying for however long, right? So imagine they've been talking to our government for the last 50, 60 years, however long, right? Because if you really think about it, our technology did massively increase in the 50s, right? Like things were pretty steady and then all of a sudden we're fucking going to the moon. So it's like, maybe there really was a Roswell incident, right? Maybe there was a reverse technology engineering type thing happening, right? Maybe that's true. That's what these guys in Congress are saying, that our technology is now to the point where we're seeing shit that we haven't ever seen before. Never heard of Xenon, no. But my thought is this, right? Our governments would definitely make things so much worse, always trying to capitalize on shit. Here's the thing, though. And this is my theory. If there is actual beings, right? If they were hostile, we would absolutely be vaporized by now. 100%. If they were hostile, we'd be gone. Because if they can travel here, that in itself is crazy. Right? Because there's nothing even remotely close to us. So if they can travel here, that means they are way more technologically advanced than we are. And they have learned how to bend space and time in some way to travel through it or you know, at the speed of light, whatever. Or maybe they're sending ships this way and it's like, you know, it takes them a long time to get here and they live and die, you know, through generations. Who nobody knows.
It's crazy to think about too.
Right? Nobody knows. But to think that there is no other life out in this vast universe of ours is ridiculous now, right? I mean, can we all agree to that? That there's absolutely zero possibility that we're alone.
Maybe that's why we never been back to the moon.
No, the moon is desolate, man. It's dead. There's nothing there. And if you want to go off on conspiracy theories, we never actually went.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Right? But now we're going back. Did you guys hear that? We're going back to the moon.
For real? They said that?
No, 100% we're going back to the moon. Oh, yeah.
Back or for the first
We're
time?
going back to the moon, and we're going to have a base there. We're going to have astronauts stationed on a space station on the moon. That is like 2025 or some shit, 2024, next year, I forget. They are infiltrating the government to take over the world. What are we doing today, Pinky? Try to take over the world.
Something we do every
Still
day.
takes 3 days to get to the moon with the tech that we have today. I mean, I don't know if it still takes 3 days because it took 3 days in the 60s, right? But then again, they're not shooting rockets through. They're shooting trajectory, shooting a little bit of boost and then just going there. You got that meteor as well that's coming towards us. It comes past us every 9 years or some shit. But apparently in 2187 or some shit, it's gonna hit us maybe.
Oh, didn't they make a movie on that?
Called Armageddon.
No.
Yeah,
There was something else.
Yeah, I think
There was another one. Oh, what the fuck was it?
Aliens exist, but Hose ain't
beach
them.
scene?
And I don't believe we went to the moon either. A lot of people don't believe we went to the moon. What'd you say, Clutch?
The one with the beach scene? They talking about the
beach
movie
scene?
with the meteor? With the father and the daughter, and they had the big tsunami with the meteor. That's the one you're talking about, Bo?
I gotta no. It
No.
was like
That's the one where they go.
They were like doing some stuff for like
They drill.
the class
It's
and
an
then
Armageddon's
I'll try to
where
find
they're oil drillers.
No. Not Armageddon.
Yeah,
The movie.
I've seen
I'm
Armageddon.
You talking about The Day After Tomorrow or something?
No. Don't look up.
Don't Look Up with Leonardo DiCaprio.
With,
Yeah.
Jennifer.
And Jennifer.
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence. That was a good one.
And Jonah Hill. I didn't watch that whole thing, but I put it on and started watching it. And my wife said it was
pretty
kind of
good.
funny. Deep Impact was another one, yeah. There's a bunch of movies about like shit like that. But real talk, right? If this is what my point was. If aliens do exist, the world would unify. right? Think about it. People would be so
No, 'cause
afraid, right?
It would be, yeah. It's like us humans versus
Humans versus-
now we become one race finally.
Right, right. So when that happens and there's no more wars and there's none of this shit, there's no more hate and all this stuff that you know consumes our daily lives, right? That everybody's so concerned over the, you know, politics and bullshit like that. Then I don't think they want that. I think that's the main reason why they keep it from us. That's my opinion. It would at first, but then you'll have those that may defect because they don't like society we built. Apart from the Russians, probably join the... Well, like Caboose said, Cloudy, thank you for the 17 months, man. Appreciate that. 17 fucking months. If the aliens are actually real and they exist, then they're not going to hurt us because they could just, like that, snap of a finger. But why would it be us versus the aliens? I don't know that it is us versus the aliens. I'm saying that people would be afraid and it would unify people. It would become, we're human, not, oh, you're British and you're American. You know, I think that people would lose that, you know? If the aliens are good people, why we got to verse them? I don't think we have to verse them. I think that the unknown scares you, right? I think that people would be cautious and very concerned at first, like Carnage said. At first it would unify us, but then after that it would change, right? Depending on, you know, what would be life after that, right? Like if they did come here, what would life be like? Are they here to make us better? Are they here to give us technology to free us from things, or, you know, cleaner resources, or, you know, how would that interaction even go? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be bizarre to say the least. And whoever did it, like, you got to imagine that they would. You think that it would be like a independent style thing, like where they came in heavy, like, you know what I mean? What would be an ideal situation? One little ship coming down and landing in front of the White House, like. How do you do that if you're a fucking alien? How do you come down and say hello to a planet? How do you do that?
I
And
mean,
like, how do you pick? Do you pick America?
Superior tech, there's nothing to be afraid of, because it's like, what are they gonna do? And I probably wouldn't pick America.
Yeah, right. Like, who are they gonna go to?
What the fuck am I going there?
Who are they gonna go to?
Look at this shit show. I don't know. China.
No, I can't. We
Biggest. They don't know. Maybe they do know.
They would go to the UN. Yeah, they probably would, because they would know what they were doing if they came in. They would obviously have understood everything that we are about before coming down. Probably listening to our TV. What movie was
watching
that?
this podcast, taking notes.
Taking notes right now, watching it all.
They said don't go to China. Go to the UN.
Yeah, so we got to get a real in-depth podcast going with Rock about these aliens. We got to do some research.
Do we get one on the podcast?
We can get an alien on the podcast? Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Could you imagine? Fucking hell.
See it here first.
We come in peace. We come in peace.
Talk about blowing up. Streamer's Paradise would
blow the fuck up. Yo, does anybody have any questions about the rule changes? I'm here. I can talk about it with you if you need some help. Let me know. If everybody understands it, then great. I just want to make sure. Ugh. Yo, Caboose, congratulations on VIP, bro.
Oh, that's right. We said it when he was
not here.
Not here.
Listening.
Congrats.
He was
Caboose and City. Great one. Let's go.
How's it feel to win your first VIP?
You want to phone in?
Yeah, do you want to phone in and tell us about it?
Yeah, we gotta get a soundbite for that now. Put it on.
Harder. That's an inside joke. You still don't know what it means? So what it means is you get to sign up early for a train slot.
Oh yeah. You still don't know what
You
it
get like a fancy color.
You gotta
in
join.
Discord.
You gotta join the general voice, and then I'll pull you up, and then you can tell us. You can tell us how you feel. You can give us a speech.
could take a week right now. I mean, a day this week right now to sign up before the
Right.
schedule is even out.
So
Caboose.
exactly.
Right now.
That's what that means. Yo, Kyle. Okay, he doesn't want to give us a speech, I guess. He's not joining.
It's all good.
No speech.
No
Listen.
speeches.
What up, Bez?
They give you a speech.
So, all the rule changes in the books, if you guys want to check them out, in the announcements section. And, yeah, congratulations to the VIPs this week. Always, I can't find it, you prick.
Fine. There's too many channels here.
It'll be kind of like by the Gen Chat area in that one section.
Hey, babe, can you give Caboose permission to admin chat just so that way you can throw him in there real quick?
Oh wow! Look at that VIP and privileges to admin chat. You better be careful with
I
that.
wish I was able to stream a second time for the week because I really wanted to show you all the beta for the first Descendant. It looks so awesome. Damn! I haven't heard of it yet. I haven't seen anything about it.
Oh no! A lot of the Destiny streamers are actually streaming it. Destiny is dead.
Gonna send you a DM on Discord. There he is. So tell us about it. Tell us about your. Give us your speech. How do you feel about being VIP?
Speech?
This is Johnny Caboose. Johnny Caboose is gonna let us know.
I would love to thank each and every one of you for making my dreams come true. It's good. It's great. Like, what the fuck? Like, did I really expect to do that? No. I didn't expect it at all. And then Dingo said my name more than one time, and I was like, ooh, shit, I'm on a roll this week. And then he's like, oh, you got VIP. I said, what? So, yeah, that's it's fun. What do you want to do?
I'm glad you had fun, man. I'm glad to hear from you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So now what you have to do is you have to sign up for your time slot next week. Right now. Go in there and sign up for whatever time you want.
Whatever time I want.
Just one, yeah. As long as it's not
Oh,
Wednesday at 9
shit.
or Friday at 8.
Nah, I ain't gonna be none of that silly shit. It's gonna be right before wrestling.
Right before wrestling.
Right. Let's go.
Right before wrestling,
Right
goddammit.
before wrestling.
God damn it!
We can't even talk about fucking WWE in this podcast because we get silenced.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You said that before.
They silence us when we talk about wrestling on here.
But dude, get this. Like,
Damn.
I get affiliate and VIP in 1 week. Like,
Let's
what?
go.
That's dope.
Like, check the boxes off and I can die. But for real, I love you. I'm leaving because I'm
All right,
gonna
bro.
go and play something.
All right, man. Congrats. Have a good one.
Congrats.
Congrats,
Thank
bro.
y'all. Thank y'all.
All right.
See it.
Caboose.
So I was gonna
Funny, man.
say, I don't. You say we can't talk about like the WWE because they silence us, but I get more and more WWE like what do they call it? Like reels and shit like stuffed in my social media ever since we started talking about it here.
So what happens is
So
Carnage.
we
if-
can't talk about it, but they can listen.
Yeah, so we can talk about it, but we can't show anything about it. We can't show any clips at all. That's what happens. We get smoked when they do that. They tell us we can't post it on YouTube. They literally mute it. take the sound out. It's crazy. It's crazy, actually. I mean, we showed like 30 seconds of a couple different wrestling matches. It was harsh.
Nope.
It was harsh, man. It was harsh punishment. So, going into podcast topics.
Let's do it.
Since
I was going to say, to piggyback off the rule changes, I wanted to point this out too, because I remember last podcast we were talking about stream stuff, and the new podcast rules are like no follower only chat and sub only chat. Those should never be on in the first place, because you are really limiting your chance at new followers and new subs. Because like I can say personally, like I don't chat, like I don't follow just to say hi and chat. I like if I'm in a stream, like I want to talk to you before I even follow you. I want to make sure that I want to be there, right? Like I'm not following you just to say hi. So obviously, if the raid train is there, everybody's going to stick around, but your chat's going to be pretty dry anyways. I was like, and then if you are drawing in new people from the recommended pages and they have to follow and they see you have 100 viewers and nobody's chatting, there's a good chance you're losing out on that person, especially for a sub-only chat. Shroud can get away with it. Ninja can get away with it. Nick Merckx can get away with it because his chat still moves and people are going to sub to them just to sub to them. But that's my 2 cents right there. I think that's like a really good change. And like I said, I don't think people should be doing it anyways.
Totally agree.
That was something we should have brought up last week that we didn't.
Yeah, I never have ever encouraged that to be on anyone's channel. I would never, but I also don't really give a shit most of the time. You know what I mean? Like it's not an argument I want to have with people anymore. I've had it so many times with different people that it's just like and I hate to say that like that. You know what I mean? But it becomes an argument because people don't understand what you're saying. Like, yo, the follower only chat's not a good thing. You think that it makes people like you're trying to squeeze someone for a follower basically when you do that.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're trying to squeeze them. So when they see it and they're like, oh shit, I kind of wanted to talk to you, but now that you have follower only chat, I don't want to. Like I might follow. I used to follow and say, yo, I'm just letting you know follower only chat sucks. But what's up?
And then unfollow.
Not even unfollow. I'll give them a shot, but try to tell them like, yo, it's a bad look, man. You're fucking it up. You probably have a bunch of people coming through and then leaving before they even give you an opportunity. And me and Chi during COVID, right? We would get in our bed and we would go onto Twitch and we would literally scroll, just like hold the button down all the way down. During COVID, there was so many streamers, so many fucking streamers. I mean, it was insane how many streamers were on and actually streaming and trying to do this. And there was no shortage. There's no shortage of people to watch now, but then there was really no shortage. And we would scroll over and just pick on somebody random, give them 15 minutes. Give them 15 minutes to see if they could entertain us. And if we met a lot of great people like that. We met a ton of great people like that. But not everybody has that kind of time, right? Like during COVID, we were literally like, there's no time constraints right now, right? Like time doesn't really exist. I can wake up at
whatever time I want, like
right, all that stuff. So when I would see random streamers and we just talk to them and give them, this was before SP even existed, right? This was before that. We did a lot of networking before we started SP, and then we started SP, we started to do the same thing and invite people in, and then slowly but surely, we ended up finding a core group of people that had the same energy as us. But the shit is not fucking easy, man. It is exhausting. It is exhausting to continuously try and like keep things fresh and constantly reinvent what we're doing while having it the same, right? It is an awesome feeling to have dedicated viewers, but I don't even know about I'm more concerned about SP and like for me. So finding dedicated supporters for that brand is something that feels incredibly good for me. I don't know how it makes you guys feel, but when I see people really getting behind Streamers Paradise, I get it encourages me to get behind them more. But that's just me. How many streamers still stream after COVID? Not many. A lot of those streamers stopped. I mean,
I would say like maybe 15%.
Yeah, 10 to 15%.
If I had to put like a
Less than
number
that,
on
to
it.
be honest. If you think about it, the first server that we was in, it was basically COVID. I only been with y'all three since then, so
That's when I got into it.
right. So I was already into it at that point, though, right? Like I had already had a bit of a community. I had already been like posting content and like having videos made, and I had a better setup for my own self then than I do now, right? Like I had regular posting with videos of myself, right? Like if you go to my HazeyyVision Facebook page, it's 2020 to into 2021. My shit was solid, bro. I had bangers, bro. Like fuck. But not really. Not really. But you know what I mean. There's so
Honestly,
many
I
great
started
people.
streaming right before COVID, but from a console to the Twitch app on my console. It was
Man.
COVID that got me into this crazy setup thing right here. I had too much time on my hands to fuck with shit.
Yo, good morning, Chubby Cheeks. It is 9:37 in the evening here.
hey, good morning.
12 hours ahead. Yep, that is Australia
Morning's
or
different,
Asia.
The band down under.
Somewhere in Asia, Australia, New Zealand.
So it's got to be like close to like Hong Kong's time. Yeah. So whatever's in Hong Kong.
Welcome in.
Don't ask me why I have
From the
that
Philippines.
in my phone.
SP needs a proper international gathering. I want to share a tin of beans with JF. Listen, I would love that.
Philippines.
And
I want to.
interestingly enough, Yanni's going to be in the UK this coming month for a bit. And he's going to go have a beer with Dingo and JF and JB and probably Indy. And it's a very frustrating.
monster with
It's
Dingo.
frustrating to know that they're going. I would love to go. I would love to go and
Cheers,
meet them.
Dingo.
I would love to have them come here. I don't, I don't know how it's going to work. But one day I hope to meet them and hope to have our kids play together. And I don't know. My daughter is so fucking fun these last couple days, man. She's like really starting to brighten up, like she's getting ready to laugh. Like it's right there. It's right there.
Keep at it.
Do you guys remember Daraj?
Yeah, he's still
Daraj
in the
Potato.
he's still in the server.
He's
He
there?
hang-
I haven't seen him in a while. He's Philippines. That's why I remember. It's like
I think he's still streaming, but
be.
he's on. For some reason, I feel like he
Yeah,
moved
Kick.
platforms. Maybe not.
I haven't talked to him in so long, to be honest.
it's been a while.
He'll be
I
in
think he had a
Hawaii.
job and then just stopped streaming after that. They started getting back into work.
There's been a lot of people that have been a huge presence in SP that have been huge into streaming and gaming and all that stuff, and then something happens in their life and they disappear. It's just the way it goes.
It
He's
is
one
what
of
it
them.
is, yeah.
He's one
It
of them.
is.
Fucking Honest Open Prick was just in Gen Chat today talking about how his kid was asking about the Discord
Yeah.
today, wanting to get back in it because he got locked out of his Discord account, so he has to join in on a new name. And he was just telling us that that's what he wanted. Honest Open Prickle.
Wait,
It's something I
Um,
haven't seen in a bit.
Yeah, so but like that's what I mean. He was a great staff member and a pain in the ass, but he was a great staff member. But he had two boys back to back. He stuck it out through the first one, but the second one was just too much.
It's tough.
it
Yeah.
is tough, man. No joke. One is tough. Imagine back to back. Oh my god, I can imagine.
hell
I don't
no.
have to imagine.
Oh my god.
13 months apart. No need to
That's what
imagine.
I'm saying, bro.
Yo, that's
You've
your
been through
fucking
it?
fault, bro. That's it's
I
all
mean,
your
for real.
fault.
Technically
I
speaking, you're not
swear-
lying. Yeah,
I
you're not lying.
swear that is like all your fault, bro. Like,
Yeah, literally 100%. I know. I got
Why'd
it.
you do it?
I got it. Why? Because to be honest, I
wanted it.
I mean, I didn't necessarily want to have them that close together, but I wasn't opposed to it because me and my brother are like a year and a half apart, and like,
Dude, I don't know if I can
never.
do it, man.
I couldn't imagine, like, I could not imagine being an only child or like not having a sibling to play with. You know what I mean? Like,
Shut
I
up.
don't know. Sorry, I just don't know what that's like.
Well, I mean, now let's talk serious, right? Now, what about the age difference with your kids, Clutch? Do you think it's vast, man? It's a lot. That's a huge gap. Me and my youngest sister are 6 years apart, and it very much kept us separate in life. You know what I mean? Because you got to think, when I'm 16, she's 10.
And then
Right?
she's like the annoying little
It's
sibling.
not even annoying, but she's just like my little sister. You know what I mean? Like, she's little. Like, she's still like,
You're like in like two completely different phases of life.
Two
where,
completely different phases of life.
like, you're just at 16, like you're trying to be out hanging with your friends, and at 10,
you want to be.
you're
With
trying to be hanging with your friends at 2, but you're doing two different things. Like you're going, like she's gonna go play with her friends and play like with Barbies at somebody's house, Barbie dolls, and you're probably at 16, like you're gonna be out
in a car
causing mischief.
Yeah, smoking cigarettes and drinking beers.
But no, so you guys haven't heard Chris at all today because he's laying upstairs with the kids while I do the podcast because they were not going to bed. It's funny because we had back to school night the other day, and we go and we talk to his teacher, and she's like, "Hey, I have a question for you. I know who Benny is, but who's Chris?" Because I guess Jake talks about him in school, and you're like, "Oh, that's Jake's brother, like his older brother. It's my son, blah 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 blah." But it's nice to know, like, when he's not around, like the little ones talk about him. Like when Chris walks in the door and the kids are like, if they're with my in-laws because they live down the street, he'll be like, "Oh, where are the kids at?" Like, it's nice to see, like, even though there's a huge age gap, they are still like asking about each other.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's still obviously going to be love and care there, but it's what I mean is, like, the circles can't be the same until later. Like, I ended up hanging out a little bit with my sister that's in the middle, that's 4 years younger than me. But even that was a little funky, right? Like, I'm 21 and she's 18 or something. How did it go? 18, 19, 20, 21? Yeah.
17, 18.
I'm 21, she's 18. Like, it's not so bad, but then it's like,
that's not too bad, but like
the other
even
sister's
10 to 14.
16, right? So it's like, I'm 21. Do I drink with my 16-year-old sister? My 18-year-old sister will, right? I was drinking at 16. So it's like, but it's like, it's weird. It's you know, it's
not until you're like into your 20s that it becomes like age like doesn't become such a thing for like.
Yes, my youngest sister
kind of
did
stuff.
just get married. She's 30 though now. She's 30. She just turned 30. My other sister is 32 and I'm 36. And there's 2 granddaughters. One's 8 months old, one's 4 months old. Well, one's 9 months old.
Oh, well,
and
that's-
one's...
Wow, that's
That's nice though. That'll be like that'll be like the cousins that like do everything together. Like,
So that's why
throughout life.
that's what we're thinking,
That's
right?
perfect.
We're like we can keep them together, and we don't have to have another kid, either of us, right? Like they can,
Yeah, I mean, because they're close enough where it's like
They got
right.
to
can
grow
occupy
together.
each other.
but they're not going to be together every single second of every day like they would be if they were brother and sister, especially not early in their life like this, right? Like, because it's like, I guess technically I could go to my sister's house during the day when, you know, she's just hanging around, but maybe I'll do that when she starts working her regular job regularly again, because she's been working, but not regularly. And she's got to be on the phone, and maybe we'll go down and see my sister. I mean, who knows? But it's still not the same thing as having a brother and sister, in my opinion, right?
No,
it's
no,
not
like-
the same thing.
my kids wake up.
Oh,
Like one wakes up, then he wakes the other one up. Whichever one wakes up first, they turn around and wake the other one up. Like, let's go downstairs.
I haven't-
Rarely do they like go downstairs without the other one.
I have an older brother, but he's from my dad's first marriage, and he lives in Cali, and he's 50. 52 or something now. He's older.
You met him
Yeah.
like
Or 49, something like that. What?
you met him?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I even lived with him for a little while in California.
Oh yeah. This is
Man.
Cali's lit.
It was
Cali's nice,
supposed
man.
to be lit. It didn't end up being lit. It ended up being fucking crazy.
Shit.
It's wild.
Yeah, I can't imagine that myself. I mean,
Yeah, man. Like that's like a like the 7 years difference is like the perfect age to be a prick. 6, 7 years.
I think like now is fine. Like Lucas is like so fond over Daniela at this age, you know, like he's always talking about her, talks about her at school all day. But yeah, I mean, I always thought about me getting older, she was just gonna be the annoying little sister, but then it could be reversed too in that way, you know, like he might just not want to be around her because she's that young. I have a brother
How
too
old
that's
is he
only
again?
he's 7,
So yeah.
so 7 years apart. And I had a brother actually growing up. He's only 1 year older than me. So like I always had somebody to grow up with, someone to talk to every day. I imagined it for them to be that way, but when they get older, it's definitely not going to be like that.
You know, I have a feeling that this is what's gonna happen with your kids. At a certain age, she's gonna be like the annoying little sister, and he's gonna be like the older brother that picks on her. And then there's gonna be like a certain age where he becomes very protective of her. Because he's gonna be like,
It's gonna
when she's
it's
14, he'll be
already
21.
it's already there. It's already there.
Yeah,
It's
the
already
protective is
there.
definitely there. Always there. He's always like watching over her. And to think about it, like when she eventually goes to school here, she's gonna be like 4 or 5. He'll be like in 7th grade, so he's gonna have to be that protector. Like I'll be telling him, like, you're gonna watch over her, make sure nobody picks on her, nothing. You know, like, yeah.
He's gonna have that naturally. You know what I mean? It's gonna naturally be there because he I know that I felt it for my sisters. I hated it, man. I hated all the boyfriends that were around her, all that shit, because you just know as a dude, like,
As a boy, yeah.
right, like what intentions
Wow.
are normally. You know what I mean? And that's what sucks about having a daughter as well as a guy.
Oh
You
my
know what I
God.
mean? You realize like
For real.
what a lot of intentions are gonna be as kids are growing up, man. Fucking kids are rough. Kids are rough and hormones go crazy, and it's not really even their fault. You know what I mean? Like it really isn't. They're
Yeah, it's
just you're
Kids
growing
too.
up and you're a kid, and I just want her to be smart, and I just want her to, you know, I want her to know. I want her to know how to protect herself. I want her to know how to read people. You know, I just want her to be very aware, socially aware.
to be aware, like, and know when's the right time to leave.
Right, things like that, man. Know when to separate yourself. And I just want to do my best to be her very best friend, because I don't want her to not trust me, right? I don't want her to not tell me things. I want her to treat me like a friend, but respect me like a father. And I know that's going to be a very difficult balance to walk, but I'm going to do my absolute best. I had so many strong opinions initially, like, you know, before I even knew I was going to be a father, I used to say shit all the time about when I would have a daughter, like, oh, they're not doing this and this and this, and just very controlling thoughts and, you know, unhealthy,
can't do that either,
unhealthy
though.
things.
That's
yeah.
not. Yeah, it's not. That just probably leads to more wrong shit happening because like they're too afraid to tell you.
Right, exactly.
Things and-
But I also understand that as a 36-year-old that there's certain ways to do things and there's certain ways not to do things, and being supportive, letting her make her own mistakes, and just being there to help her navigate through the mess that is life. You know, like that's really what it is. You have to be there and support her, and hopefully she makes good decisions. You have to raise her to make good decisions. You know, you have to make sure she's aware and understands. That's all I'm saying. You know, and I don't think that that's that's abnormal, right? That's a normal thing to
No, it's a great thing.
yeah.
No, for sure. I told Chris like I told him when he was like in middle school. I said, if you're ever being bullied, like if I get a call from a teacher because you got into a fight and you were being bullied and you stood up for yourself, like you are in zero trouble. I was like, if your friend is being bullied and you beat the bully up, you are in no trouble. I was like, but if I find out that you're bullying somebody, like I will let you out in front of the school. Like I used to be, I don't want to say a bully, but like I wasn't the nicest kid, and like as an adult you look back and you realize like those things were wrong. But, like this is pretty much what I've told him forever. And then he did get into a fight once, and he's like, oh, I told him to stop like 3 times. I couldn't stop. I punched him in the face, and I was like, all right, you're not in trouble. That's what it is. Like I told him, like, you know, you don't do wrong, but like if you're standing up for yourself or you're standing up for people, like somebody else, like you're doing no wrong in my book.
I want my daughter to know that it's going to be okay to hit first. If she thinks that someone's going to hurt her, and this is a controversial opinion. This is a very.
I think as a girl, as a girl, I think that's the right opinion, though.
This is a controversial opinion, but I absolutely will be putting her in some sort of self-defense program. Absolutely, it is. Me and Chi both agree that it is important for her to at least know how to defend herself to a certain extent, right? She might not become a black belt or something, but there will be a gentle nudge and encouragement for her to go there. And if she doesn't want to go, I'm probably going to push her to go at least until, you know, she's a little bit older. I need her to be confident in being able to protect herself. And that to me is just so important. It has to be done. You know what I mean? There's too much danger out here. So my point to that is, if somebody is trying to close the distance on you, right? You ever seen these videos where somebody is just completely unaware that it's possible they could be hit by somebody, right? Like they're just not aware of their surroundings, and then they have their hands down and they've got this guy super close to them. They're not reading body language, and before you know it, they're knocked out cold, right? Like you don't want someone to be able to close that distance and exude that body language towards you without you recognizing it. You can see somebody getting ready to do something before they even do it. You know, their face changes, the energy changes. I just want her to know these things, and I don't know how to even teach her because I didn't learn this stuff